Honorable Chairman, Director, Administrator, Principal, teachers, other distinguished guests, parents, students, fellow graduates, well-wishers, boys and girls, a pleasant good evening to all. It is with Christian humility that I consider myself honored to be presenting the Valedictorian address to such a wonderful audience, especially my peers with whom I have entered this institution and with whom I am now graduating. For most of us as graduates, it all started right here at the pre-kindergarten level. Others have joined us along the way. However, we all have completed this level successfully. As the theme clearly stated, yesterday's dream, tomorrow's promise. Looking at the gorgeous group of K-5 students, I can proudly say we are the promise of yesterday's dream. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please permit me the time to recognize a few persons who have worked tirelessly with us in order to make this dream a reality. I will now express gratitude on behalf of all the graduates of the class of 2012. By the way, if I leave anyone out, please forgive me. As you can see, it is my first valedictorian speech. Let me first recognize our great and powerful Lord. Without His help, this achievement would not be possible. We have grown to believe the inspired words of God. All our accomplishments were achieved as a result of His strength. To our parents, we came as gifts from God to you. David said in Psalm 127 verse 3, "Children are a heritage of the Lord." The sacrifices you have made during these tough economic crises to keep up with our daily demands and meeting our needs has not gone unnoticed. We must commend you on a job well done. How could I not mention the sacrificial time you spent helping us to get prepared for our exams? Parents, we deeply appreciate your effort. To our administrative body, Mrs. Harris and Mrs. Buchanan, thank you for providing the environment and climate conducive to our spiritual, cognitive, social, and emotional growth. Your accounting discipline is unsurpassable. Thank you for keeping the ship afloat. To our principal, Ms. McPherson, we were motivated by the encouragement, dedication, and support that you gave to us throughout the days of our school lives. To our teachers, without you, we would not have been here this afternoon. Teachers, your labor is not in vain. If I may rephrase the words of Forrest Whitcraft, 100 years from now, it will not matter what kind of car you drove, what kind of house you lived in, how much money you had in the bank, but the world may be a better place because you made a difference in the life of a child. How could I not make mention of our group of auxiliary workers, Mrs. Cleanna Jean and Mr. Michel Aluder. You have toiled daily to ensure that our surroundings are well kept in order to provide us with an environment that is contributing to learning. I challenge my audience, just take a look outside. The yard is immaculate. We must give credit to our hard-working auxiliary staff. Mr. Forbes and Mr. Childs, past and present bus drivers respectively, we truly appreciate the time you took to transport us to and from school. Surely getting to school is the first step taken in our day's learning. You have certainly made an invaluable contribution to our development. To our cafeteria staff, Mrs. Elizabeth Joseph and Miss Julia, you kept us energized with the wonderful goodies you have prepared for us daily. Most of all is my favorite, fried chicken and macaroni on Friday. I always look forward to it. I must confess, I will miss it a lot. fellow graduates, I charge you. Graduation is an achievement, but it is only one of the many rungs of the ladder. We must continue to climb. We must continue to dream, to aspire, to crave, to reach out and up, to set new standards and to achieve. We must hope even in despair. We must move forward though others may stop. We must conquer where others have failed and move up mountains where others have faltered. As we dream, we are sowing seeds that we must nurture to bring forth fruits of success. We must understand perseverance is always a necessary tool in our arsenal for success. My audience, I beg to allude to the 4-H maxim. As we graduate from Provo Christian School, let us be willing to give our hands to larger service, our heads to clearer thinking, our health to better living, and our hearts to greater loyalty. The late civil rights leader, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., gave his famous I Have a Dream speech, in which he saw the possibilities of the sons and daughters and former slave masters sitting down at the table of brotherhood. My fellow graduates, we must continue to make strides, bounds, and leaps. There are frontiers to be conquered. Let us therefore move forward in faith, embracing the words of Jesus, if thou canst believe, all things are possible. Let us continue to believe we are yesterday's dream, tomorrow's promise. I thank you.